And just like that, now you got a cool chart to help you visualize the top mentioned stocks and cryptos on Reddit. Finance family, it's your other brother Adam Getbags, and today we're going to be checking out how to find the most mentioned top upvotes stocks and crypto from the Ape Wisdom API in Python. Now they have a web app, but you can also pull the data down in Python, so I'm going to show you how to do that. First, pop open your trusty Google, go ahead and Google search Ape Wisdom. That's going to take you right to their website here, apewisdom.io, and it looks like there's the top trending stocks on Reddit in the past 24 hours. But if you click into their API, you can see that they also have like 4chan, and you can break it down also by different subreddits. So here we have the stocks, got their mentions, they're ranked by mentions, and then they have their trend over the last 30 days, and then they also have upvotes over here. Now click into their methodology and you can see which of the subreddits that they use their ticker detection for, and then they have some information about, which tickers are available. They also have crypto, so we're going to check that all out. You can go ahead and click into the API section here, and then this just shows you how to make a call to the API. Now there's also a list of supported filters, so you can filter by all stocks, all crypto. They also have 4chan, and then these are all subreddits. So then they go down here to explain the pagination, and don't worry, I'll break it all down for you. They give an example here, so we're definitely going to need this link here to begin making API requests. All right, so we pop over to our script here, and of course the first thing we're going to do is import our modules. Now I should probably mention we have Plotly imported here, so if you haven't pip installed Plotly, you might want to pip install that. We're just going to use that to make a graph later at the end of the video, and then we want to go ahead and just make a couple of quick assignments here. So we want to assign the filter name, and then this filter name is going to come from the list in the documentation. So this is where you can pull your filter names from. I'll go ahead and just use all crypto so we can check that out, but of course you could specify a subreddit here. So we're going to go ahead and set our page number to 1. So for paginated response, we need to kind of loop through the different pages. We'll get into that right quick. So next we're just going to build our URL. We have an F string here where we're going to put the filter name and also the page number. So this filter name is going to come into this link here, and our page number is going to go to get the first page that comes from the response for the filter. Next, we're going to go ahead and make a GET request here using our URL with the filter name and the page number. We're just going to go for the first page. Let's see if it works. And then if we check our response, looks like we got a 200 response, so that went through. Then next, we're just going to convert our data into a data frame. So what we can see, we got our data frame back, but it looks like there's a couple columns here. So what we can see from our column here is we have our total number of tickers returned. Then we have the number of pages that we're going to need to use. This is going to be helpful for pagination later. Then we have our current page that we're on, and then last we have our results here, which is a dictionary. So now that we know how many pages are in that entire response for a specific filter, we can go ahead and assign a variable number of pages so that we know how many loops we have to make to get all of the data. Okay, then this next block below our if statement is going to be our data request. So we're using the if statement, like if there is more than one page, then we're going to do the loop. But if there's not more than one page, then we already got all the data that would be returned by looking at the first page. So for pages 2 through the number of pages, now we're going to go through and make our data request. So what we're doing here is we're looping. So page 2, page 3, page 4, and then I threw in the sleep here so we don't like send too many requests, but they didn't have rate limits on their website, but I'm just being courteous, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to increment our page number, and then we're going to, in our new URL, insert the new page number here, and then we're going to go ahead and make a GET request just like we did above, but to page number 2. All right, so then of course we just make our GET request, and then we go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to read our response into a temporary data frame, and then what we do here is we're concatenating the new temporary data frame to the first page of data. So basically for every page, now we're just stacking our new data frame to the bottom. So I went ahead and I ran everything below the if statement. I got all of the data. Now we have a new data frame here, and as you can see, it has all of the data here, but we're going to want to do some more formatting. So our mostly useful information is going to be in this results column. So So what we need to do next is we need to turn the dictionary that's inside of each of the rows of our results column, into another data set. So that's what this ticker data is going to be. So we're using this apply method. We're applying a series to our dictionaries here, basically the dictionaries into individual columns. And then all we're doing here in the next line below that is just making sure any string values that, look like numbers or can be converted to numbers are converted to numbers. So that's going to be useful, obviously, for data analysis. So now we can take a deeper look at the data here. We got our ticker data. Looks like we have the rank by mentions, and then we have our ticker, kind of the name of the company or the cryptocurrency, upvotes, then the previous day's rank, and then previous day's mentions. So it looks like all their data is updated basically daily. Now what we're going to do next in this next piece of code, we're going to use some plotly charts to help us visualize our data. So if you want to go ahead and Google plotly tree maps, you can get a better idea, of what kind of visualization tools we're using. So plotly tree maps, got some really cool stuff you can do. And of course, it's going to help us take a look at our data, by mentions. So you can see Bitcoin, highly mentioned here, Ethereum, we got, Cardano, and then just going down the list, and then we got all of our shit coins right over here. So anyways, you could change the color gradients, you can change up, what data is displayed here. Plotly is pretty versatile. And just like that, now you got a cool chart to help you visualize the top mentioned stocks and cryptos on Reddit. And it's probably not that useful, the data just by itself. You might combine it with like Google Trends data and then some fundamental data like the flotation or the market cap to make sure that like there's some demand, search volume demand, but then also going to be like, actual demand for the assets. So be careful. Tons of red candles. I look to my crystal ball. There's like just red candles as far as the eye can see. Be safe out there, fam. You have my blessings. Let me know what you think in the comment. Drop me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't joined the finance family already. You have my blessing, fam. Let's go get these bags.